You're now watching Sports Bettor's Paradise on the BetRivers Network.
All right, Jimmy Ott with you here on the Sports Bettor's Paradise on the BetRivers Network. So we put a seal on the college baseball season for the season, a profitable one. We sure wish we could have had that Florida State live at 20-1, but we did cash the Tennessee to win it all, plus 275 when entering the super regional round. Once they drew Evansville, it was going to be hard to keep Tennessee out of the tournament. And we said about A&M, I mean, the injuries, they had finally caught up with them. Now, listen, Kent, who was a replacement, he was on the all-tournament team, on the all-college World Series team. So, but I thought it was the pitching that finally caught up with them. They were 9 outs away from eliminating Tennessee in 2. But the biggest thing, 13-2, the chalk, it's not usually like that. I hear some people trying to say, oh, just bet the favorite. Trust me, you bet all chalk next year, but you buckle up. But it was chalk dominated, and it was those swing games. I mean, Florida State got robbed in the first game against Tennessee. How different would this series have been had the proper call been made? A couple of more walk-off wins in the first 2 days of it, and a ninth-inning blown lead for another one. So we saw a lot of tough beats for the Dogs that really made it chalk dominant with the juice. Unders 10-5 and 1 strike away, 1 pitch away from 11 and 11-5. I'm sorry, no, 10-5. But 1 win away from 11-4. I bet the under 10.5 as the game was progressing. I was middling on some overs, and when you have a little RBI single, put it right in the middle. You're looking good. Plus the plus 1.5. That was a popular bet when because a lot of people. Because Texas A&M was the visiting team, so they would get their last at bat. Tennessee would not. That was a big factor, obviously so, with A&M getting 2 more runs. But a lot of money shifted on a runner, a defensive indifference. They weren't holding him on. His run doesn't mean anything, but I have seen that. He just takes second. The Tennessee pitcher, who's got to be focused on the guy that counts, the batter, the runner doesn't count. When he goes to make a pickoff move to first, he says, I didn't even know he was there anymore. A balk advances him to third, and 1 pitch before he strikes out for the last out of the game, he throws a wild pitch to score the run. The run line makes a difference. It goes from a 2-run game to a 1-run game. I took plus 2 in this one for a little more juice at BetRivers. Love that sliding scale. But the run line flips on that runner's indifference, balk, wild pitch, and also the total goes over the 10.5. So a lot of money. Glad my son was out the house as I was a little bit upset. And of course, the next pitch, strikeout, ball game. Let's celebrate. The beauty of sports gambling. But anyway, a good run. I hope you profited with us on that run as well. Let's look at some of the. It's kind of. Looking at the divisions I looked at, and I hate this. We're late to the party on this one. I did make a bet on it last week. One of our contributors in the past, he was on my radio show, and he brought it to my attention. I'll give him credit. Will Hill. He mentioned the Guardians at minus 120 to win the division. They were 6 games. They had a 6-game lead at that point. I've watched them earlier this year, and the game that really got me was when Seth Lugo at Cleveland had a 5-0 lead. He had been on fire at that point. Cleveland comes back, no problem. They win. They've been winning a lot of games, comeback fashion. Ramirez is alive, a shot at AL, MVP. I think it's like 30 or 40 to 1 right now at BetRivers. But I think this division is safe. They could play 4 games under 500 for the rest of the season and in 91-71. I mean, it is. They're really, really playing good ball. And I think it's just people slow because they lost Bieber so early for the season, and some of their rotation is less than exciting. But, man, they know how to win, and they put a lot of it. It's got a little something special going on with the Guardians up in Cleveland. Minus 240 right now to win the Central, but we're going to hook it up with Philadelphia. And I just can't see the Atlanta Braves without Acuna, The Phillies getting all that great pitching. They have such a deep lineup. They can handle a guy or two and being in or out of the lineup with injuries. They are so I think that cushion is safe as well. So you put them together, Philly and Cleveland win the division at BetRivers right now. It's minus $1.30. So that's reasonable juice. And apologize for getting it to about a week late, but actually about 5 days late. But anyway, it has moved considerably, and I think it's only going to move a little bit more for the Cleveland Guardians in that American League Central Division race. The NL Cy Young, get on the boat. I know it's you get a little bit late, but it's still a lofty price. It's 50-1 is what you're getting right now at Paul Skenes. He is all but a lock for. I shouldn't say that to jinxing myself, but anyway, Skenes is overpassed Imanaga for the Cubs. Shote had a rough Friday afternoon at Wrigley Field, and Skenes has leapfrogged him as the favorite for the NL Rookie of the Year. You lay in money on that. That value may be gone right now. But at 50-1, hey, that's still a shot. He's yet to have a bad outing. So the strikeouts per strikeout walk ratio, the WHIP, the FIP, I mean the ERA, everything is outstanding, and he is a star, Jack. Be interesting. He's projected to make have 12 starts going into the All-Star break. No pitcher ever has had as few as 12 starts and made it to the All-Star game. He's deserving. Check out the numbers. I mean, he's right there with all the best pitchers in all of baseball. And then I think the guy who's going to win it, and I'm surprised he's not a shorter shot right now, and that's Chris Sale. He's back. He is back. Yep, Boston gave up on him, and, most teams would after he just couldn't stay healthy, just couldn't get any production out of that investment for the Red Sox. But at 8-1 plus 800, man, give me really impressive performance last Friday night at Yankee Stadium. Shut down that lineup pretty good. And I think at 8-1, I think he's going to win it. I don't think he just has a shot. I think that's if you ask me right now, no odds involved. I think Chris Sale's going to win the National League Cy Young at 8-1. Give it to me there. A little bit of NBA draft, not my favorite, but my favorite pick is Dalton Knecht. I think it's going under 9.5, but minus 400. That's hard to lay. So maybe look for a price, maybe 5, 6, 7 picks, something like that, and take a shot on Knecht. I think Zach Edey in some of the workouts, some people are giving him, he's going to have a shot to play in this league. We wondered if his style of play was conducive to even surviving in the NBA. But he's going to go in the first round, but I don't think in the top 16 picks. Going over 16.5, Zach Edey, it is with his it's at plus 100 even money right now at BetRivers. So little divisional parlay in Major League Baseball. Cy Young, and look right around the corner. We'll be peeking toward some of those college football games of the year and some of those future bets in college and professional football. Sports Bettor's Paradise and BetRivers. I'm Jimmy Ott.